What's up, football fans? Today at Sangalo we're diving into one of the greatest underdog stories in South American football. You probably know all about Brazil's Santos, Palmeiras, Argentina's River Plate and Boca, but did you know that in 2008 a team from Ecuador, yes, Ecuador, defied all odds to win the Copa Libertadores for the very first time?
Liga campeón de la Copa Libertadores 2008. La Liga de Quito le ganó por penales a Fluminense. Historia en el fútbol mundial, ya no sudamericana.
That's right, we're talking about LDU Quito. Get ready for an epic story of drama, passion, and glory. Let's jump right into how they made history as the first and so far only Ecuadorian team to lift the Copa Libertadores. The 2008 Copa Libertadores was nothing short of legendary for Liga Deportiva Universitaria de Quito. They went toe-to-toe with some of the biggest teams in South America, and spoiler alert, they didn't just survive, they thrived. But how did they get there? Let's rewind for a second. LDU found themselves in a tough group facing Brazilian Fluminense, Paraguayan Libertad, and Arsenal de Sarandi from Argentina. Their journey started with a tense 0-0 draw against Fluminense at home. Not the flashiest start, but little did anyone know this team was just getting warmed up. Next up, they turned things around at Estadio Casablanca with a 2-0 home victory over Libertad, thanks to late goals from Patricio Urrutia and Jofre Guerron. Quito was rocking and LDU's confidence was starting to build. But the real breakthrough came in Argentina. Arsenal de Sarandi, a tough team playing at home, underestimated the Ecuadorians. Patricio Urrutia, the captain, delivered the only goal of the match with a penalty, giving LDU a huge 1-0 win on the road. Now people were starting to take notice. But wait, it gets better. When Arsenal came to Quito for the return leg, LDU didn't just win, they destroyed them 6-1. Goals were flying in from all over the place. Bolaños, Biele, Urrutia, Manso and Obregón all got in on the action. LDU had made a statement. They weren't just there to survive, they were here to win.
Aparecían muy solos, cuidado el remate, gol de Leguizamón. A caer la pelota al área, el pato, gol. Gol, Damián le pegó, gol de Liga. Aquí está solito Bolaños en el área, la tercera, el Tucha, golazo. Guerrón, amaga con irse, se fue nomás, se metió en el área, ni las patadas, el centro, ahí está el Tucho, ¡gol! ¡De Liga! Era el tiempo del... Aceleró en el área, Joffre, el centro, solito, viene el gol. Esta vez, Joffre Guerrón ganó la pelota, eludió a Andrisi, eludió un hombre, tiró golazo de Alfonsito, ¡gol! ¡Qué fiesta de Liga! Invitando a seguir al campeón ecuatoriano en la Copa Libertadores de América.
But just when things were going well, LDU faced some bumps. They lost 3-1 to Libertad in Paraguay and then away 1-0 to Fluminense. Those losses could have crushed their momentum, but nope. They finished second in the group and were ready to go full throttle into the knockout rounds. In the round of 16, they faced Estudiantes, a club with serious Copa Libertadores pedigree. In Quito, LDU played like a team possessed. Jofre Guerron and Damian Manso found the back of the net, giving LDU a 2-0 win to take to Argentina. In La Plata, Luis Bolaños put LDU in the lead, giving them that crucial away goal they needed. But Estudiantes were never going to roll over. Alaez and Maggiolo turned the game around with 2 goals, and while Estudiantes were trying hard, they just couldn't score another. LDU won the tie 3-2 on aggregate and moved on to the quarterfinals. In the quarterfinals, LDU faced San Lorenzo, one of Argentina's top teams, and it was nail-biting. After 2 tense legs, it all came down to penalties. And guess what? LDU's goalkeeper, Jose Francisco Ceballos, who joined the club that season and would soon become a club legend, stood tall, making a crucial save to send LDU into the semi-finals.
Claudio con derecha, gol! Acaba de clasificar a las semifinales, el campeón ecuatoriano, otra vez.
By now, everyone in Ecuador believed this team was special. But to get to the final, they had to take down another giant, Mexico's Club America. And guess what? LDU did it again. this time on away goals, drawing away 1-1 from Bolaños' goal and drawing at home 0-0. LDU was headed to the final.
Intentó de sexto año, gol. Gol en una... ¿Cuál de estos dos equipos se clasifica para la final de la Santander Libertadores?
The stage was set. The 2008 Copa Libertadores final would pit LDU Quito and Fluminense of Brazil, a replay of the group stage. It was a true David versus Goliath story. Fluminense had a team stacked with talent, Brazilian internationals like Thiago Silva, Thiago Neves, and Washington. And let's be honest, everyone expected the Brazilian Giants to cruise to victory, but LDU had other plans. The first leg took place in Quito's legendary Estadio Casablanca, and let me tell you, it was insane. LDU came out firing, scoring 3 goals in the first 35 minutes. They absolutely stunned Fluminense. Goals from Claudio Bieler, Jofre Gueron, Jairo Campos, and Patricio Urrutia gave LDU a commanding 4-2 victory to take to Brazil. But this is football and anything can happen. The second leg at the Maracana Stadium was one of the most intense matches you'll ever see. Again, Bolaños gave LDU the away lead, but Fluminense came roaring back, equalizing the aggregate score at 5-5. With no more goals in extra time, it all came down to, you guessed it, penalties.
El arco parece más chico. Urrutia es un jugador con personalidad. Ahí va Urrutia de la liga. Ahí va Darío Conca. Atajó Ceballos. Y sin adelantarse. Así va Thiago Neves. Atajó Ceballos. Atajó Ceballos.
And once again, it was José Francisco Ceballos who was the hero. In front of over 80,000 screaming fans, he made 3 massive saves, denying Fluminense and handing LDU Quito their first ever Copa Libertadores title.
A ver, Washington y el héroe Ceballos. Allí va Washington. Atajó Ceballos, señoras y señores. Héroe, liga. Liga campeón de la Copa Libertadores 2008. La Liga de Quito le ganó por penales a Fluminense. Historia en el fútbol mundial, ya no sudamericana.
For the first time in history, an Ecuadorian club had won the Copa Libertadores. The celebration back in Quito were absolutely wild. LDU had written their names in the history books. It was a fairy tale ending, a team no one expected to go all the way, standing on top of South America. Heroes like Patricio Urrutia, Claudio Bieler, Jofre Gueron, and Ceballos wrote their names into football folklore that night, with Jofre Gueron named Player of the Tournament. These players became immortals in Ecuadorian football history. Captain Patricio Urrutia would later say that this was a victory not just for LDU, but for all of Ecuadorian football. The players, the fans, the whole country had waited so long for this moment, and they finally got their hands on South America's biggest prize.
Espectacular, no hay palabras, la verdad que es una emoción que no se puede explicar, hay que vivirlo, la verdad que para nosotros, un país que nunca lo ha conquistado, un equipo que está haciendo historia, que la verdad muy orgulloso, ¿no?
But LDU didn't stop there. The very next year, in 2009, they went on to win the Copa Sudamericana, again beating Fluminense, cementing their place as one of the top clubs in South America. And if that wasn't enough, they did it again in 2023, defeating Fortaleza in the final on penalties to win their second Copa Sudamericana. And as the cherry on top of the icing, in the 2008 FIFA Club World Cup, LDU finished runner-up, beating Pachuca in the semifinals, only losing a very admirable 1-0 in the finals against Manchester United from a Wayne Rooney goal.
Now Rooney. Oh, what a piece of...
What a journey, right? LDU Quito's 2008 Copa Libertadores run is the kind of story that reminds us why we love this game. So there you have it, folks. The incredible story of how LDU Quito went from underdogs to Copa Libertadores champions. This is what football is all about: passion, determination, and history. If you loved this story, smash that like button, subscribe for more epic football stories, and drop your thoughts in the comments. What other crazy underdog stories are out there from around the world? Until next time, keep dreaming big and keep watching those beautiful football miracles. And remember, football is everywhere.